Thank you. It seems there's no one with a question. Thank you very much. I hope you stay behind just to listen to what else we are saying. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can stop sharing your screen now, please. Yeah, upon now, let me invite Gareth Anime to introduce the key code. Gareth and Anime, as I say already, I'll repeat again. Sorry, I keep saying the same thing. Please mute your mic. If you have any question, please put on the chat. My colleague will pick it up, or raise your hand. Hand over to you, Gareth and Anime. Thank you.
Thank you, Juma. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all right, enjoying it today. We're just going to go through an idea we had last summer about digital engagement on the streets. So my name's Gareth Bendel, street-based coordinator, and this is...
Hi, I'm Anime. Can you hear me, guys? Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we haven't got long, so I'll just go on with it at the minute. A bit of history. We're a street-based team, and we're citywide across Cardiff, offering information, support and guidance, and we develop projects and promote the services that we and others offer. But due to the restrictions, we found ourselves last summer unable to kind of connect with young people at that time. So me, Steve Mack and Anna-May kind of came up with the idea about the QR codes. I got it from just visiting the McDonald's or somewhere where the QR code was there, and I knew there was loads of information about what you could get from that behind that QR code. So I thought it might be good to kind of develop that and just see if we could use it in the service-wide provision. So what we were hoping to do was link the face-to-face with the digital media and digital engagement. And we thought the essential part of the street-based work would be the signposting and the referrals that we would be able to get through this. And what makes this accessible is that it's a live thing connected to the website. So the Cardiff Youth Service website, where it's connected to, is that we update that on a weekly basis and make sure that the information is all there and up and ready if young people need to access it. What we found is that it's easily accessible. We'll explain the process a little bit later on. I'll explain the process, but it's an easy entrance point for that information support and guidance without having to carry loads of leaflets and loads of papers, which we traditionally used to do, which tend to be thrown away or just looked at briefly. With this, it's the ease of access, which makes it quite good for young people, because the length of communication that they have is quite short. We tend not to have lengthy conversations at the moment, so it tends to, they access that and then move on. So this means that they can take this information home with them and store that QR code, or access the Instagram page or the Cardiff Youth Service page, and then that links on to everything else. And this also allows youth-based workers, street-based workers, to carry that information with them if they're new to the team, or they're unsure of certain elements of it. They can then kind of access those points from then on, and it just expands the offer that we can give throughout the city with partnerships and things like that. So yeah.
So you've probably all seen QR codes with track and trace at McDonald's. But you might not actually know what QR code means. So QR literally means quick response. So you scan it with your phone and it comes up instantly to whatever it's linked to. So it can be linked to social media, a website, a photo. So this QR code on the right is linked to our Instagram page. And here's a little video, if I can play it, of how to actually use one. And it will go in a little bit in depth into our information support and guidance page on the website.
all these QR codes are interactive as well. So if any want to scan any of these codes using your phones now, at any point, and you see one on there, it links straight to the information support and guidance as well, and the Instagram pages. So, yeah.
So as you can see on there, it's kind of, you scan it, you get all the information you need, 3 clicks and you're in the place that you want to be. So just shows how easy they are to use. There we go. So these are our original concept of the QR codes. So we originally made the QR codes to link to a knowledge bank that we'd made. So we'd put all the information, support and guidance into one place, and then you can scan these ones and it takes that place. This has since been replaced with the Cardiff Youth Service website and Padlets and things like that. So we made the QR codes really easily. We use, I think it was QR code generator or QR code monkey, which is a free website to create free QR codes. So these are the old ones that we used to use.
Sorry, yeah, some of the difficulties that we found when we created these, that not everybody had any access to mobile data, or they didn't want to kind of use their phone. So we kind of tried to figure out a way of making sure that everybody was able to access these kind of QR codes. So what we did, we created a kind of business card with a QR code on, with information and all the links to the social media, so they could take that away with them as well, and go to the bedroom and in their privacy of their own room and kind of look at all that information. It was important that we kind of did this because when we trialed it and we tested it within Cardiff, a lot of the young people didn't have that access. We weren't able to access it at that point. So we just tried to figure out what the best way is. Unfortunately, at the moment, because of the restrictions of COVID, we can't hand these out at the minute. So we're waiting for that to kind of happen and the restrictions lift before we can then move on, really. And it's been successful in terms of, you know, the QR code, and the feedback we get from young people has been pretty positive about how they can access these things. Yeah, so.
So yeah, I've mentioned the website before, and that video went into it a little bit more in depth. But so the first ones we made were really makeshift ones, but they were just a place to be able to put all of our information, support and guidance. And when you're out on the street, it's like Gareth said, it's hard to carry out loads of leaflets and people don't want to look at them. So to have one knowledge bank where you can access it or get young people to access it has been really easy. And props to Dale for developing the youth service website. It's amazing. So yeah, from the ones that I've made has kind of influenced the things on the official website. And like I said, it keeps it all in one place, and I'm able to monitor it and upload new things as things change. So if anyone does see anything, any services or organisations that they want adding to, or any topics they think need adding to it, then let me know and I can update them. We've also started to use Padlets. I think Dale is working away right now making a Padlet for all of our presentations to put on, so everyone can access them at the end. And this is just the Padlet on the website. So they're really easy to use. It goes in a little bit more in depth than the web page, and you can constantly update it with different things. And young people can take ownership of them. So if they had a project, they could put all different things on it and have complete ownership of it. So it's a really great tool to use. There you go.
Yeah. I think it's important that we keep up to date with the technology and move with the times in terms of what young people are using and how they're accessing digital media and social media and things. And I think we've been a bit slow in the services to kind of get, but I think now we're creating something really interesting, and the opportunities that I find are endless in terms of the QR code and its accessibility and how much information we can provide young people with, and giving young people the confidence to kind of approach us and say, look, you know, what about this, what about that? So I think it's important that we kind of keep up to date and keep moving with them as well as young people, and seeing what their interests are, and see if they wanted to have any input within the QR creations and the information support and guidance that's offered. And it also provides aids and interaction engagements, along with just the traditional youth work methods, which I think is really important, as well as, you know, we're not just going purely digital media, we're still going to have those traditional youth work methods that create those relationships and then create further projects and development of young people, and also the practical applications and the engagements on the street as well, in terms of partnerships as well, and all of that is a really positive aspect of the QR code, I think.
These are just our QR codes that we've got so far. Feel free to scan them and follow us. There's the Youth Cardiff, which is the Cardiff Youth Service Twitter, and these are our two social medias for the street-based team. And then these are the business cards for our information support and guidance and the general youth service website. So feel free to give them a scan now.
Yeah, if you've got a phone handy and you want to just quickly scan these and see how easy access it is, and put a thumbs up or, you know, something in the chat will help, you know, and just see how the ease of access it is, and it'll, yeah, okay, all right, and that's it. Thank you for listening. It was very quick, but thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Gwaith and Anime. Before you go, let me just take this opportunity to thank all the young people who are taking in charge of our Twitter account after having the long day homeschooling, to post all the good comments about the good job we are doing. I appreciate all those young people for what we are doing. And once again, thank you, Gwaith and Anime. Any question for them before I let them go, please? Thank you. Or any comment, Dale, Steve, any comment before they go?
That's good.
No, that was great. Thanks, guys. Again, it's just another good example of the work that we've been trying to develop over the COVID time, and we know this is just going to go further, don't we? We know this is the start of this, and we'll be progressing it and developing it as we go along. Brilliant, guys. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Anime, you can go now. But before come for the next chapter, I think we go 15 minutes break. So go 15 minutes break. Please, once again, mute your microphone. You go have a cup of tea, relax, then come back at 2:45, where Carla will come up with a student perspective, and myself, I'll come with a knife crime presentation. Thank you. See you at 15 minutes time. Thank you.